Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is that better? Sorry about the butt in the face. Maybe that's a little better. All right, let's do daily energy. Let's do daily energy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Let's see what we're looking at. Let's see what we're looking at. Today's the 12th, correct? Yeah. Ooh, damn. Is today the 12th? That's 333. That's huge. The bird is a plane. Nice Mary Jane, the dancing train. All right. That's 333. My little buttercups. That's big. That's big. I didn't even place that earlier. I knew today was going to be big for me. Turned out to be big. Turned out to be bigger than I thought. I'm about to step into a huge leadership role. I just don't know what it's linked to yet. All in due time, it will unfold. That's how spirit works. That's how spirit works. So, energy for today. Damn, I almost hit September again. Something's really going to take off for you next September. Well, this September, or something's going to come back around that happened last September. I'm telling you, it's huge. It's huge. Okay? So, because this whole month, every single day when I went to go say the date, I've been wanting to say September every day. So, it's March 12th, 2019. So, something huge. And I think it's referencing this September 2020. Okay. Oh my God, I want this one. I don't know why. There we go. Nurturing. 3 of Worlds. 3 of Pence. There's that harvest. And I see a whole bunch of different seasons. And then we have the Hierophant with the 5 of Worlds. So, contradicting energy. Okay, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll figure it out. All right, so 3 of Worlds, which is the 3 of Pence. We got the Hierophant. And we got the 5 of Pence. Okay, that land looks awfully dry. So, I'm going to have to clarify, but right off the bat, this is saying something about harvest time. This reminds me of like the spring equinox. Okay. The fruit is ready. It's all about nurturing yourself, nurturing the land, nurturing the family, nurturing whatever situationship you're in. I don't know if that's Jupiterian energy. Jupiter loves to expand. This fruit looks awfully plump to me. Something's ready for damn sure. It's linked to a spiritual contract because it's next to the Hierophant. So it has to do with a relationship, either a lover, a husband. I don't think there was a third party. It's time, but there's a setback. So there's this contradicting energy that I need to figure out why. Well, I knew that was going to happen. But I always said it was my right ear, and it was my left ear where it came out of. So that's weird. So the step back is with a lover. And it's not with a Taurus. I mean, you could be dealing with a Taurus, but because it's the Hierophant, but it's not speaking about that. It's just speaking about whomever is on your mind. There's a third party here, but like, it's not them sleeping with somebody else. It's external energy. So this setback is some type of restriction. It's financial. There's some type of restriction when it comes to money. And it's not necessarily lack of, okay? Like a setback itself would be lack of, you know, like a little bit of a struggle. But that's not the setback here. This setback is actually a restriction. So I don't know if we have assets that are frozen. Could be money laundering. Because this is restriction. It's not lack of. There could have been lack of. Somebody got themselves into trouble. And it's linked to money. That's the restriction. That's the holdup right now. It's not, hey, I don't have a job and I feel humiliated and I'm not coming through. It's way bigger than that. Way bigger than that. And I'm feeling, I got the goosebumps. I'm feeling like it's linked to foreign land somehow. It's linked to like assets, bank accounts. It's linked to something like that. Tell me about the Three of Worlds. So I think somebody wants to nurture something. So it's like, this is where that contradicting energy comes in, because it's saying it's ready. The contract's ready, or there was a contract, but this is a spiritual contract. But then we have this restriction. So that restriction is not spiritual. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. So there's some type of deception here. And right now, you can't nurture something. It's no one wins. He's got all those 5 swords. Only 2 are down. So if this person was to come towards you, it would be a lose. No one wins. See what I'm saying? It wouldn't be good. Somebody got themselves in some type of effed up contract. But the contract also is also linked to spirituality. But the contract is also linked to money. So we have spirit stuck in the middle between between 3D life. So I think what this is saying to me is that it's out of your hands. It's in spirit's hand. But they want you to be aware. So there's external energy here. It's not a third party. In some of you guys' situation, it can be, but I'm breaking it down for you. Okay? There's something deceptive here that has to do with money. And there's money loitering here too. And I think there's money linked in other countries, bank accounts, assets. Could be linked to drugs. But right now, if this person was to come towards you, it's a lose-lose. It's not good. They're restricted. They can't come towards you because spirits got you covered and got them covered. I don't know what they got themselves into, whether you're aware of it or not. Spirit's in the middle of this. So it's only a temporary setback. So about the Hierophant. That's too many. I'm going to take the two that flipped. We got Justice and the Nine of Wands. Someone's about to go in front of the judge. I don't know. The Hierophant likes to be in the public too. So I don't know if this is a politician. Spirit's still in the middle. There's something shady going on, and it's in the courts, and this would be in the judicial courts. This would be no joke courts. Somebody got arrested. This is going to be in the public eye. With the Hierophant here, this is going to be addressed to the public soon. Because this person that was questioned or behind bars is in for a battle in front of the judge. The Hierophant loves to be in the public eyes. This gentleman is about to go in front of the judge. And Hierophant is in the public eye. This will be announced. This will be in the news. This is going to make history. And it has to do with money and drugs. And there's multiple people involved. Multiple people. with the Three of Worlds here, that's a lot of external energy. And it has to do with other countries. The Hierophant is gonna, which is telling me it's gonna be in the public eye. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, it's spiritual, but this is also a politician. The Hierophant, a priest, a politician. And to me, this is linked to politics. Somebody's already been questioned. Something's about to go into the court system soon, or somebody's still behind bars. Okay. And there's definitely deception surrounding money, some type of contract that went faulty, whether it was paper or not, like, which there's got to be a paper trail somewhere. But right now, I don't think they located it, but they're looking. It's just a temporary setback. So if this has to do with like internal affairs, this is huge, guys. So if this has to do with something like that, it's just a temporary setback for them. So basically, this is a message for politicians. This is a message for lawyers. This is a message for internal affairs. That they're in a temporary setback. They can't track something yet. But they will. I wonder if it can be done spiritually. You know how like you have like psychics that help murder investigations, something like that? Because this is still speaking of the Hierophant. It could have to do with religion. It's politicians, it's law enforcement. This is an ugly web. But this setback, so I don't, like for, if I got lawyers or politicians or anything like that watching, this is for you. It's a temporary setback. You're going to get help spiritually. So if you guys need answers, it's telling me, yeah, you want the answers, you want to solve this contract, you need teamwork. You want to track down money, you need a psychic. This is nuts. This is Three of Pentacles again. This is teamwork. This is a new contract. This is adding somebody to your team. This is adding somebody to internal affairs. This is bringing in somebody spiritual to help solve a huge case that's going to be national and in the public eye. I got the goosebumps. It's clear as day. They need somebody. They need to add somebody new to their team. And this person's going to be spiritual. Now, does that hold up in court? No. But it can most certainly track down what needs to be tracked down. And then that evidence goes in the court for damn sure. Okay? So for those in dealing with politician and politics, This is definitely that type of thing. This is a huge case that needs to be solved. And if you want it solved, seek somebody who's spiritual that can give you the answers. You need a new team. What they're saying is that you need to assemble a new team, a new legal team. All right, you need a new legal team. Clear as day. Okay. What time is it? All right. I knew eventually this was going to be on my board. I've been feeling it. So they need some type of psychic. They need some type of spiritual person, or someone spiritual holds the answers. Clear as day, all day. They need to assemble a new team. And look at that. Someone's going to get a new job. It's a new opportunity that's linked right to that contract. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work. Okay, so there's something shady going on within the system that has to do with contracts and money and other countries. You need someone spiritual to locate things on maps. You need somebody spiritual to locate this money. You need a new team. And this is going to be in the public eye with the Hierophant and the judge. This is going to be in the public eye. There's already people behind bars. There's some type of tactical team they need. There's some type, they need a new team. Because this person they hire with the Three of Pence can track down money because it's linked to money. So this is somebody who can pinpoint where money is, pinpoint locations, pinpoint deception. They can solve the missing trail is what this is. Do you remember how I was talking about somebody's about to be in the public and things can happen just like that? You could be a reader and next thing you know, you have people contacting you to help with something. And it was like, where did that just come from? Right here. This is one of these examples right here on my board. Okay. So this sent back is temporary. As soon as you assemble a new team, bam, bam, you can take it to court. That's way too many. I want to find out about this Three of Pence. Three of Pence, Three of Pence. Six of Pence. Queen of Swords. Somebody who can cut through all the bullshit. Someone who can scry. Someone who can use magic. If they want to balance out this, because now you got the major arcana and the minor arcana. So right now, I'm telling you, they won't be able to solve the case without a queen. Somebody can cut right through the bullshit and track people spiritually. what this is also saying too, because the Queen of Cups was right next to it, what this is also saying to me too is there are certain things you're going to need to cut out of your life to partake in this. It's going to be an emotional journey for whoever gets this job. But this is also a gift from the universe. This is the universe bringing this feminine energy into this, because it looks to be a feminine energy. This could be a lawyer. This is just somebody who knows how to cut through all the bullshit. But this person's using magic right now, because it's like she's looking down on the cup, and that would be normal, right? The Queen of Cups, like looking at a cup, oh, it's empty. But her sword's up, like she can cut out anything. She can cut straight to the bullshit, and her hand's out like this. So with her hands being out like that, it's almost like she's wearing like that warrior hat. Remember that movie, Don't Kill the Babysitter or something? Thor. She's wearing a cap that's got the wings. I think the little girl wore that cap. But this cap reminds me of something like a priest would wear. So it could be an authority figure. To me, it's like she's almost about to put her hand on the Bible and swear herself into something. Look at her hat. See the wings? It looks religious, spiritual. Didn't she wear a hat like that in that movie? So this is just going to be like an average girl, woman, that's spiritual, that kicks ass. And with her hand being like that, it reminds me of, it literally reminds me she's about to put her hands like on a Bible or something. It's like she's about to like be sworn in. And it looks like it might be a water sign that's about to get this opportunity. It doesn't have to be, though. It can obviously be an air sign too, guys. But it looks like it's going to be feminine energy. But maybe if this is referencing a man, they can be in feminine energy right now too. I don't want to count anybody out. But that's what I just saw when I was just getting into this. I mean, this is somebody who can cut straight to the point, can cut out bullshit, and like her hand looks like it's about to be sworn in because it's sitting on a contract. So it's like it's right there. It's right there. And this Six of Pence is balancing things out, balancing. This Six of Pence is a gift, because this Woman of Cups, you're coming in as compassionate. Okay, this Woman of Cups, you have this gift of like locating things. You can pinpoint, you can locate, you can navigate. You're going to blow these people's minds. You're going to solve a lot of shit. Okay? You're going to solve a lot of shit. So, right now there's some sneaky deceptive shit that has to do with money and paper trails. The Hierophant is dealing with a spiritual person, but also in the public eye. And this is about to be in the public eye. Like, this is about to go around the world with Saturn right there. It's about to be expanded. It's about to come into awareness. But you need somebody spiritual that can get you there. So this, whatever this internal affairs is, whatever the situationship that's going on right now, why it's stagnant, why it's not in front of, nothing's being presented yet. It's like the judge is waiting, like, let's go. Can we bring this court? Like, can we need to wrap this up? Like, it's still in the process of a, like, under investigation type thing. And in order for them to solve the case, they need to bring in somebody spiritual to find the money, pinpoint locations. I mean, sometimes you need that, you know, and believe it or not, you'll be surprised. A lot of law force, they do use mediums. They do use channels like that. You can't, but I'm telling you, this person can pinpoint down to a city, a location, an address. That's how much spirit got this person's back. So in all reality, right now, this investigation, there's a setback. And until they bring in this psychic, this medium, whomever it is, you're not going to be able to close the contract. You're not going to be able to pinpoint what needs. Only the psychic can find the paper trail, if that makes sense to you guys. But obviously, you probably wouldn't even know about it. Like, well, meaning like, obviously, it's not going to hold up in court like that. But you, like I said from the beginning, you're going to be able to pinpoint so this can go to court, so it can be solved. And this is actually a gift from the universe. And it looks like it's being gifted to the Queen of Water, and she looks like she's about to get sworn in. And then here came that contract. So somebody's about to go work with some type of tactical team to solve a problem. And on top of that, it's like, I don't think you thought to yourself, like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, somebody who was a medium or a spiritual leader or something like that, like, you wouldn't think all of a sudden you would go into, like, this type of field, you know? Like, this is a brand new contract. You want to find that money. You want to seal the deal. You want to solve this contract. You need to bring in somebody spiritual. And it looks like it's going to be feminine energy. And this is legitimately like a gift from the universe, because the universe wants you to use this tool. And I'm not kidding. I'm telling you, you have to be extremely gifted in order to do this. That means spirit, angels, they got your back. Like this, they're going to want you doing this. I mean, you're about to bring down some major shit. This is going to be a major case that's going to be all over the news. I'm not saying, I don't think you'll be all over the news. But this case will be all over the news. Okay? So, there's that. That was today's energy for someone. So, new opportunity, new gifts. Okay? Beautiful new opportunity. So again, if there's some type of internal affairs, there's some type of somebody, if you're watching and you're spiritual and you watch my channel, that is a huge message for you. Okay? What I think this is saying, you need to get these people behind bars ASAP. You need to get them in front of, you need to get them behind bars. You need to just, it's like ASAP, because it's like he stepped behind. He's one step down. Like, so it's almost like these crooks are one step ahead of them. And I'm telling you right now, the case is stagnant. Like, it's being put together, but like, in order for them to find certain leads, they need someone spiritual. That's pretty cool. So, but to me, somebody needs to step in, because this would be somebody who's out of jail. So I kind of feel like they already locked somebody up, but they didn't have enough evidence. But this person's still in holding. until it goes to court. They're probably shitting bricks. But that's what that's saying to me. Because it's like they stepped down or they're about to step up. So it's either somebody's in holding. It's like somebody's in holding, or like it's, but like you can't, not all the, there's not enough paperwork. There's not enough paperwork. They need someone to find the paper trail. Okay. So there's your reading. So if I was going to read this differently, I know it's not linked to third party, but there is some type of deception going on here. Okay. That is for damn sure. And it's somebody's karma, and that would be a third party all day. But that's because we have two women here with the 6. But that's not the story they were telling me. But for others who can't resonate to that, there is absolutely a third party here with 2 women, and someone's trying to figure out how to balance out the scales. Okay, because you probably got a karmic, you probably got a life partner. Justice is here to balance the scales out, like spiritually, but like somebody is battling somebody else because somebody's like, I want you, I want you, I want you. Okay. And somebody's lying like crazy. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. As you got 2 women sitting here. I did nothing. I did nothing. I'm going to fight for you now. So if anything, they're going to fight for this air sign, this Libra, because now we got Libra twice. We got the judge. I mean, we got justice, and we have the queen. So you might be dealing with a Libra and a Cancerian. It's between a Libra and a Cancerian, and that would be an Aquarius or a Gemini or a Libra. Could be either one. Or it could be like wherever their Saturn is. Wherever their Saturn is about to be exposed. To me, they might have an air sign in their Saturn. I mean, in their Jupiter. The Jupiter. You do have Sagittarian energy here, though. But that's the Jupiter. So somebody's Jupiter's got air. Something like that. And I think between the 2 women, it's air. It's got to be Libra. It's got to be air and water. All right. And karmically, it hasn't, it's just the way it was supposed to go down, unfortunately. But holding those 5 swords right now is a lose-lose for everybody involved. It was supposed to happen. Somebody's juggling. Somebody wants them both. You know what I mean? So that was today's read. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your day. All right. And for those who are not in that situation, then it's the other way around. And it's just the way the cards went down today. Clear as day. Hierophant on top of the judge, on top of Libra. Setback with some type of money, some type of faulty contract, false contract. I think drugs, money, there's something linked right there too. It's like it's harvest time, but it's like there's a setback because they can't find a paper trail. They can't find a paper trail. But if they adjust their team and they bring somebody in, it looks like politician-wise or some type of law enforcement, if they were to bring somebody in on their team, you're going to solve this. Okay? So, I love you guys. So, I don't know how crazy law enforcement is about bringing that type of stuff up on board, Some do and some don't. So, but some people do help. I remember back in the day, there was some show where they used to bring in mediums to help locate crime scenes and stuff. You know what I mean? So I think it's a lot more common than we think it is. All right, but this is linked to big time. This is something huge. This is something political. So somebody's about to be exposed. And the read we did earlier too. I said we better be real careful about who's running for president. So this has got to be linked to politics. It's got to be linked. For sure. You better be careful who you want sitting in that chair. Okay? You better be careful who sits in that chair and gets sworn in. All right? So, beautiful messages. Third party's messy. I'm sorry about that. But for those in that third party situation, let me pull your best advice real quick, okay? And then I got to wrap this up. Looks like you just went through an awakening. Like you just had that epiphany moment. Like you're realizing like it's a lose-lose. All right. Unity. Traditional viewpoints and methods, spiritual organizations. Seek out mentors and like-minded friends. It's a 5. So you can stay at a 5 for a little while. This is just talking about the whole read. It doesn't even want me to talk about the third party. The third party is irrelevant. This is traditional viewpoints and methods, spiritual organizations, seeking out mentors and like-minded friends. This is that spiritual work I was just talking about. They need it. They need that viewpoint to solve this in order for this person to solve the case. They need this is what this is saying. They need spirit's help. That's crazy. That's crazy. And this is also telling me that there's some type of spiritual organization or some type of law force, some type of organization will seek somebody out to get the help. There's no question, because that's what that's saying. The third party is irrelevant. So in that case, my personal advice I would give you for a third party is, I'm really sorry, shitty scenario, but don't settle for second best. It's time for you to have a brand new beginning. Okay, it's time for you to find yourself, your happy, your motivation, breathe in fresh air. Like, look at it as a blessing in disguise. Okay, so I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. All right, bye guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I love you.